Okay, so the extents never get along. All the extents. Evolutions, revolutions, nature, space time, goes on. Heaven, hell. Okay. Then, other things besides extents, there are many other things. They don't get along either. Then, there's the monster who was created by virtue of existence. There's many of them by now. They're huge, huge as fuck. They don't get along either. What am I painting here? Chemistry, right. There is no chemistry. People don't get along for crap, obviously. Look, it's all what that guy said, the paleontologist, I'm going to say, Jay Gould, right. A glorious accident, but that it gets exactly like it. That's what's scary. The problem is what happened is existence occurred too long ago. And then from that point on, it's been bullshit like this, in and out of the picture bullshit, that no one's been able to decipher. No, none of the extents, no, nobody. It looks like such a disaster, in fact, that it still is a glorious accident. That's how scary that is. And he meant it about a paleontology dig, like some kind of dig that he had found. But really, on a great scale, I couldn't say it better. On a great scale, you can't take the book out of its own context. But let me tell you this: it really is ridiculous. It looks like something very peculiar to existence. There's no rhyme or reason to existence. Existence? Let me tell you this: there's nothing controlling it, really. You and I could have evolved according to Hawking's Big Bang Theory, that what I interpret, to giants, to anything, right? And immediate, since you were born, could have rapidly evolved into great things, less things, greater things, giants, anything. It's that bizarre. It's that bizarre. Believe me. It doesn't matter if you think we're in a ship somewhere and some study in some ship. It could be. It doesn't matter. It's in existence. Even if it's not in existence, it'll get to existence. See, the impending problem is complicated. It looks like anything measured, anything correct, gets blown up. Sky fucking high and beyond. So what is this one about? See, I can't, in the course of the book that I wrote, Zan, the Exister, the boss sand can't be diversified first. It just doesn't happen to the boss sand, and it did. So then I think how many times it must have happened to other boss sands prior to me, or after, or before, or after. It looks like such a disaster that nothing can be like it looks like pure chaos, right? Like I'm painting a scene of chaos. The problem is every extent's in it for themselves too, but they're too massive to be themselves. The thing I can tell people is this: while there's an apparency of order, it's not because of order. It's because people choose to live, and animals and bugs, everything chooses in a vague, odd way, in a very odd way, to be kind of orderly. Because otherwise, it'll be a disaster. Listen to this, though. There's too many disasters that have occurred in space-time. It looks like the only thing that makes sense is try to enjoy life is on any level. Because the further you get into it, it gets ridiculous. And the thing is this: it looks like if the extents never agree at all, what are you going to do? And other things too that are great. There's many other things that are great. There's not the extent. It could be millions of endless things that are great. It gets to be. So what is my point? My point in this one is this: it looks like this. The procedure that I'm going by is interesting. It's slow, but it gets somewhere. It looks like things are orderly in a time clock that's an apparency of chaos. But look, if things are for a moment, it's good. There can't be any sense made of anyone's existence. Any sense made. Small picture or great. So why are we here still? If there's nonsense, like nonsense. Well, I'll tell you why. It's been fascinating to see existence on this level too. It's interesting. The only thing is, there really is endless power out there. Endless power. It gets to be such a damn point. What I can say in this one is, well, my point would be in this one, is like this. Always think there's like an option to understanding any scale, parameter, or sequence, or any idea. It looks like this. Everything can be measured, though, too. I don't know for how long, but it can be measured. It looks like what we're in is like some quantum, this discussion of order, chaos, good life, bad life, etc. It looks like it goes on, though. It's not like some party. It's an interesting idea. It looks like whatever created the spectra was like gods, like real gods or powers, like a power. Like heaven could have created one of them around here. They do it and leave. They move. It's like kind of like a weird vortex. If you understand space theory, you always have to travel. You always are anyway.